Richard Henry Lee and the Lee Resolution, Celebrating America's 250th Anniversary by Jacqueli Finley. Special edition commemorating 250 years of freedom. He spoke the words that sparked a revolution, yet history nearly forgot his name. On June 7, 1776, Richard Henry Lee rose before the Continental Congress and introduced a resolution that would change the course of history. Resolved that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states. These words, known as the Lee Resolution, became the foundation of the Declaration of Independence. But when the time came to draft and sign the final document, Richard Henry Lee was absent, called home by the urgent illness and death of his wife. His absence allowed his pivotal role to fade from public memory. This book restores his voice. As the United States approaches its 250th anniversary, this book tells the story of Richard Henry Lee, an essential, yet often overlooked, founding father. His resolution for independence was the spark that ignited the Declaration, yet his absence from the signing has caused his vital role to be forgotten. From his upbringing at Stratford Hall to his influence on the Bill of Rights, this narrative brings to life the man whose vision helped define a nation. Part of the Lee Lost Lineages Series, this volume restores his voice to its rightful place in American history. As the United States approaches its 250th anniversary, it is more important than ever to revisit the lives of those who shaped its founding. Their stories remind us that liberty is not an inheritance, but a responsibility, one that must be renewed by each generation. Richard Henry Lee's voice helped give birth to a nation. It is time that voices heard again. The story of America is inseparable from the story of its families, the lineages whose courage, sacrifice, and vision shaped the nation long before its founding and long after its independence. Among these families, few have left a deeper imprint on the early history of the United States than the Lees of Virginia. For generations, the Lee family played a defining role in American history. But despite their profound contributions, many of their stories have faded from public memory. Lee's Lost Lineage was created to restore those stories. This series is dedicated to uncovering the lives of Lee ancestors whose impact shaped the course of history. Through careful research and narrative storytelling, each volume brings forward a family member whose legacy deserves renewed recognition. As the United States approaches its 250th anniversary, the time is right to revisit these stories. This series is dedicated to their memory, their legacy, and the generations who carry their story forward. Richard Henry Lee and the Lee Resolution, a special edition to the Lees of Virginia Lost Lineages Series by Jacqueli Finley, celebrating 250 years of freedom, commemorating America's independence, and the contributions of a great patriot, Richard Henry Lee.